Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So tonight, the talk of the town is Tesla and Elon Musk. And he said some very interesting things during his earnings call. Talked about Tesla, talked about Bitcoin, also talked about Twitter. So let's talk about all these things and everything else that's going on in the world of crypto. All right, smash up the like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Get notified of all my streams. Follow me on social media. Check out CryptosRUs.com. And make sure you follow my other channels as well. I just released a video on drivers only tonight. All right, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk what's going on with this company right here. Tesla is down 6% in the aftermarket right now. But we have seen Tesla do this quite often, but they have been recently have been struggling for a while. Within the last month, you can see they're down like 30% for last month, something like that. It could be even more. Today they reported their earnings, which investors did not like. But is it all bad? Not really. In fact, they made more money than people expected. So their revenue came in higher than expected, but overall revenue came in lower than expected. Something else that came lower than expected is the number of cars they delivered, but they're still very, very close to that 50% growth that Elon was aiming for. So the numbers were not that bad, especially considering the environment we're in. And if you look at every other car manufacturer out there, they all underperformed. None of them shipped out the amount of cars that analysts were estimating. So yeah, so it's one of those things. Right now, Tesla is very weak. Their stock has been sold off. This added to more sell pressure, but I do think, just like Bitcoin, I think this could be a good buying opportunity for Tesla because man, they are still growing by leaps and bounds. I mentioned about that 50% growth. Elon, that's one of the things he said, is that over multi-year horizon, we still expect to achieve 50% annual growth. And that's pretty insane. So we're talking about every year they're expecting a 50% growth. Right now, unfortunately, I don't have this chart. I had a chart I showed like a few days ago, where it showed all the luxury manufacturers like Mercedes and Audi and Lexus and all these guys. 2021 versus 2022, every single company went down, especially like Acura, a lot of these smaller luxury brands. Everyone went down 15, 20, 25, 30, 40%. The only one that went up was Tesla, over like 40%, just a little bit under 50%. So their growth is absolutely amazing right now still. So that's the first thing he talked about in terms of Tesla. Growth is still good. He estimates in Q4 the demand is very, very strong. Tesla will sell every single car that they produce, okay? Every single one. And they will start delivering in December their Tesla semi-truck, which he has talked about since 2017. But he says, he reassures that in December, he will be releasing the very first semi-truck. So that's pretty good. All right. Now, that's Tesla. What else did he say? He said a lot of stuff. Okay. He also talked about Twitter and how he wants to buy Twitter. And he believes that it has incredible, incredible potential. The long-term potential for Twitter is an order of magnitude greater than its current value. So he believes that even though he bid at $44 billion, which at the time was like a 30-something% premium. I don't know what it is now. But still, he believes that $44 billion is nothing compared to the future potential of Twitter. And he already talked about he wants to make a super app like what's that? Like WeChat from Asia. He kind of wants to make it there. He wants to incorporate crypto into it, in case you guys are wondering. He does want to do some stuff with Dogecoin, right? So for those of you guys that are Doge fans, look forward to that. And then lastly, as for Bitcoin, well, the good thing is he did not sell off any more Bitcoin. So he did sell off, or Tesla sold off a massive amount in Q2 because Elon said that he was afraid of liquidity issues because of COVID lockdowns in China. So whatever they hold, which is 200 and something billion, 218, I'm sorry, not billion, million, that is still what they hold. And Elon has said before, even though he sold Bitcoin, he does not believe that they won't, there's no reason to believe that they won't buy back more in the future, and is not a testament to what he really feels about Bitcoin. It's not like he hates Bitcoin or anything. So there's that. So they didn't sell any more Bitcoin, and who knows when they'll be buying more. And when they start buying more, it could be in the billions this time. All right, so that's all the stuff that Tesla said, Elon said tonight. Their sell-off right now doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I think right now it's just there's still a lot of fear in the market. Oh, and by the way, Elon also did say that he believes Tesla's market cap can easily surpass Apple's market cap and go much higher. He believes the potential of Tesla is that great. And then I did pull up this. This shows their capacity right now from their gigafactories, California, Shanghai, Berlin, Texas, which is up and running now, and that's where Cybertruck will be produced. He didn't say anything much about Cybertruck. And then you got the Semi, the Roadster, Robotaxis, and others. But if you look at the capacity, right, you put all that together, we're talking about close to 2 million Teslas being produced per year. And he believes that that can happen because every single one is at full capacity right now. So think about that. That's kind of nutty. That's kind of nutty. All right, so that is Tesla, Elon, and everything that was said tonight. But, of course, Bitcoin and crypto doesn't just revolve around Elon Musk. Institutional investors, many out there, are still holding and planning to buy cryptocurrencies according to survey. And it's not just Bitcoin. In fact, 94% did say Bitcoin, but a lot of them said Ethereum, okay? And then stable coins, that's not really an investment, but you have Polkadot, you have Solana, you even have Litecoin, and you have the people's currency, XRP, at 6%. And 31% said they would purchase security tokens. Now, that's the biggest surprise, I would say. 31% of institutions said that they want to buy security tokens. Probably not in the U.S., but there you go. So there are still a lot of institutions, whales, that are still interested in buying or are buying, because I've been showing you guys a lot of metrics like $1 billion being taken out of Coinbase, $750 million taken out of exchanges overall. This morning I covered something about another 400 million came out of the exchanges, right? A lot of these guys are not waiting around. They're buying. They're buying while other people are panicking. All right, so there's those things. What else is there? Well, UK, more bad news from the UK. Remember all those emergency buying of bonds, and it was extended, right, by the Bank of England because they were afraid pension funds were going to collapse. Now we're hearing that the UK Treasury just transferred $11 billion to the Bank of England. So, what does that mean? $11 billion was just printed or minted out of thin air. That's what it means. So, is this going to help inflation? No. Okay? And we all kind of knew this. Where was the money coming from to be able to buy all the gilts or bonds? Nowhere. So the Treasury Department just printed $11 billion and just said, hey, take it. So when you have an endless money printer that can be turned on at any time, right? The temptation is strong. You just go ahead and spin up some more money, and that's how governments around the world have been operating, right? So yeah, hopefully this doesn't continue, but there you go. That's what happens. That's what happens when countries and central banks, when they run out of money. They have a a printing machine, that they could just print more money. Unlike everything else out there, you can't do that, right? That's unsustainable. But with governments, they're allowed to do that until one day they're so full of debt that they collapse. That's why we have Bitcoin. That's why we have Bitcoin. All right, so going back to Bitcoin, spot trading volume is exploding on Binance versus Coinbase. Coinbase has been pretty stagnant since 2020. I mean, they went up a little bit in 2021, but you could see who really shot up: Binance. So what does this mean? A lot of whales, a lot of people are jumping on Binance right now and loading up. What this also means is Coinbase is in deep trouble. Binance is absolutely crushing them on volume. It's not even close. So Coinbase, they're not making nearly as much money as they used to be, right? And their stock is down. So, and Brian Armstrong said he was going to sell off some stock recently. Coinbase is not looking so good right now. I'm just going to say it out loud. Looks bad. And as for Binance, they keep expanding. For those of you guys that are Vechain fans in the U.S., now Binance adds Vechain VET and VThor staking with 1%. That's natural. Even if you held your VET into the Vechain wallet, the VThor wallet, you would get 1% rewards in VThor. But you could do it on Binance.us now. They're basically passing on the staking rewards to you. But in addition, Vechain, right, they still have a lot of stuff going on. Their new chain, POA 2.0, which will bring a vast amount of upgrades, right? That is coming up. There's a big vote that's tomorrow, but it's going to get passed, right? And everything about it is just better overall. It's going to be faster, more decentralized, more green. Also, Vechain is concentrating more on DeFi, right? Getting the word out. They've been making partnerships left and right, marketing, with the UFC and others. They are still moving forward, that's for sure. Also, Fidelity just announced that they will be allowing Ethereum purchases. So it was just Bitcoin before, now Ethereum. So Fidelity, a big institution, second or third, at least top 5 asset managers in the world, okay, with trillions of assets, and very bullish on Bitcoin for many, many years. Now is getting very bullish on Ethereum. So this overall is very good for Ethereum. Of course, Ethereum has turned deflationary recently, and they still command 58% of all value locked in within DeFi projects. So think about that. 58%. Yeah, so no one is even close. No one's even close. Polygon also a layer 2 that is embracing basically zkROLLUPs. So they're preparing to really deploy their zk EVM, which is a really scalable version of the Ethereum virtual machine, right? And many DeFi projects like Aave and Compound are getting ready to jump aboard. So that's pretty good. But Uniswap decided to choose another competitor, zkSync instead, which is another like zkROLLUP kind of technology or layer 2. So it's interesting Uniswap didn't choose Polygon. But you know what? All these DeFi projects are basically moving to a scalable EVM compatible chain, right? Because it just makes sense. Decreases the fees, increases throughput, users are happy. Why not, right? So these are all very, very good. I think that's pretty much it. Ben Simmons watch, by the way. So I was watching this and a couple of highlights of Zion just powering through the Nets right now. And look at Ben Simmons right here. Look at his awesome defense against Zion. Non-existent. Yeah, another one right here. Yeah, no resistance to basket. So, in case you guys are Ben Simmons fans. And then I checked out the box score. Ben Simmons with a total of 4 points versus Zion's 25 points right now. So, good game for Ben. All right, that is pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. You know, I posed this question at the beginning of the live chat. It's nothing to do with crypto. But which drink is more unhealthy for you? Light beer, like Miller Lite, or Diet Coke? I really want to know. So I'm going to do a poll. So I'm going. Okay, don't. There you go. Okay, I just set a poll. I'm just curious what you guys think. I think it's pretty close. I think it's pretty close. It's going to be 50-50. Anyways. All right, let's see if I missed anything here. Scrolling up, Ryan McDonald. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's see. If Coinbase works, don't care. I don't know. Coinbase. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Coinbase. I still hear about Coinbase having customer service issues. I just don't know why it's so hard for them to like hire enough agents to help with tickets and stuff like that. I love it when George talks nasty. I'm sorry, no, you meant ETH. I see so many people loving Ben Simmons. Rich, I know. I wanted to trade Zion from you, but you know what? I think my team is doing pretty good too right now. Here's the thing. Light beer has carbs and does have calories, but light beer is like 100 calories, right? And if you don't finish, it's like 50 calories. But Diet Coke has NutraSweet, and then it makes you crave sweets. It makes you want to eat afterwards. And it has other chemicals, I'm sure, that's not good for you, like caffeine. So, I don't know. I think it's a real close toss-up. Basically, just drink water, but Taz, new member, welcome. Zoomer Mushroom, two super chats. Bullish on Dexes, Cake, Uniswap, Balance Curve, and Sushi. What are your thoughts on VVS? Should I add? I've never liked VVS. Their token economy is just horrible. Looks horrible. Their distribution looks horrible. I know they're the biggest one on Chronos, but I don't know. I've never liked that project. Something about it. Another super chat from Ryan McDonald, or super sticker. Appreciate it. Let's see here. What's worse for you, Diet Coke or Coinbase? I don't know. That's a tough one. Let's see. Drink XRP. Oh yeah, today is Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. That means it's DCA. Let's check out the portfolio. It's about the same as last week. we haven't really seen any big movement since last week, but that's okay. So that means good buying opportunity right now. What should I DC into? Another $100. I don't know. This is a tough one. I'm a little underweight with something like Polkadot, Candata, Phantom, Near. I'm pretty underweight, and I think they could do well. Algorand, pretty underweight in Algorand. Helium. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one. I think. Let me scroll through here. Let's look at the last 7 days. Any standouts? Cardano's down 7%. Solana's down 7%. Let's see. Near down 10%. Terra down 12%. ApeCoin down 10%. Avi's up. Man, a lot of DeFi projects up. Avi's up 16%. Maker's up 16%. DeFi projects doing good right now. Aptos is already a billion-dollar project. Oof, that's a sell. If I had a sell bell, I'll ring it 5 times right now. Ethereum POW is here too. I would ring the sell bell 100 times with that one. Trust token. I never understood Trust Wallet token. It serves in zero purpose, yet it's going up right now. Yeah, Casper's up, Lido up. A lot of the DeFi projects up this week, so that's good. I don't know. I mean, based on projects that are down the most this week, I would say it's a toss-up like between Cardano and Solana. Near also. Near is down quite a lot. I like Cosmos a lot, but they're not down this week. Polygon is also up this week. I'm very bullish on Polygon. Near Protocol could be a good one. I think I'm gonna spread it. I think I'll spread it to Cardano. Yeah, because I'm pretty heavy on Solana already. I'm gonna spread between Cardano and Near. Because Near is down so much. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. All right, let's do $50. 5.39. All right, so 9.276. And then Cardano. Wait, this isn't right. I need let's do this one. Yeah, that was the wrong price. 142.45. All right, this week Cardano and Near. And we'll see what happens next week. See, this is the problem with Near, and I've told you guys that before. When Near goes up, it goes up like crazy. But then when it goes down like crazy too. So that's why it's kind of hard to hold Near sometimes, because it just retraces so much. It's hard to hold sometimes. That's all. But they do seem like they have potential. Bruce says Solana will die. Network issues on a regular. I don't know if they're going to die. I think that's over exaggerating. They have problems, but still, I think there's still time to fix it. Aptos launched by Facebook devs. Yes. Look at that poll. 75% people think that Diet Coke is worse than light beer. Almost 1,000 votes, really. Pick up some ETH, bone, and leash? No. If I was going to buy sheep, I'd just buy sheep, not bone and leash. I'll admit, though, I don't know what the use case is for either one, so I don't know. Thoughts on Metaverse, MEXC, and SLP? Don't yet. I mean, MEXC was so hot before, but then they had some economic issues, so they had to retweak it because SLP was being distributed way too fast. So I don't know. I don't hear anyone talk about MEXC anymore. It was big in Southeast Asia. A lot of like Malaysians and Indonesians were actually just playing MEXC as a full-time career, but I don't think they could survive off of that now. Not to say they can't come back. I just haven't heard much about them recently. What next Solana outage? Hopefully not anytime soon. Stan, great content, George. Thanks. I appreciate it. I think a lot of people still don't understand about the whales buying OTC because they always see metrics saying, okay, yeah, there's a large purchase, but why isn't Bitcoin going up? There's a reason for that. Why do you think Cardano's underperforming? I don't know. Cardano just does that sometimes. Cardano is frustrating too because there are times where it just simply does not move while everything else moves. And we could be in like bull runs where everything else goes up by 20-30% and Cardano goes up by like 5%. It's very frustrating at times. But then there's times where the whales come in and starts buying Cardano and it just shoots up to the moon too. So Cardano has always been like that. Since like 2017, 2018, they're always like that. So just stay strong with Cardano because they'll get past it and there's still great things happening. What happened to Monero? No, nothing's happening. They're a privacy coin, so a lot of exchanges have delisted them. Government pressures, stuff like that. So I've never been big in privacy coins. If you want to use them, great. But as an investment, I just feel like there's too much regulatory pressure that's going to drive them down. Supercars or pickup trucks? Hey, why not have both? I'm reviewing right now the Bronco Raptor. I'm in love. If I could get a Bronco Raptor for MSRP and not be overcharged by like 30 or 50,000, I would pick one up right now. Like, the Bronco Raptor's awesome. Ford knows how to make trucks. The Lightning's awesome. The Bronco Raptor's awesome. Even the Maverick's awesome. Ford just knows how to make trucks. If they could make a smooth transition to EV and still keep their core, trucks in play, they will do really well. Do you think Saylor is charged with tax fraud in DC, and if so, how does it affect Bitcoin holders? Well, he already did get charged with it. Not tax fraud, but tax evasion, basically trying to use a different address and not filing income tax. I mean, they want to set an example with him. That's why they're going after him first. It's $25 million. He's probably fighting it, but honestly, he could pay that like it's nothing. It's chump change. But, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I don't think it affects Bitcoin at all. If you read the story, it's just basically, he bought a home in Florida. He used Florida address for everything, yet he lived more than like certain amount of days in DC. So that's why they're charging him, saying, hey, you should have paid income tax here, not for Florida, right? So he was trying to pull a fast one and got caught, basically. Thoughts on using crypto vending machines? I don't know what that means. You mean like an ATM? If so, I would say no, because they really, really, really overcharge. Like, if it's like, I don't know, let's say Bitcoin's 19,000 right now. You go on an ATM, they'll charge you 19,500. Like, there's a big, their buy and sells is horrible. And if you try to sell on an ATM, it'll be like 18,500. There's like 1,000 point spread between their buy and sells, and you're just getting ripped off. So don't do it. Don't do it. All right, I'm gonna end the poll. Interesting. Most people think that Diet Coke is worse. I guess that's why I'm drinking Miller Lite right now. What are your thoughts on Algorand and AlgoFi? Well, they made a big splash. AlgoFi is getting good traction, it seems like. Algorand doesn't really have much DeFi stuff, so I think all L1s, right? L1s and L2s, what drives them forward is utility. And the biggest utility in the space is DEXs. Decentralized trading and having liquidity pools to lock in liquidity. I think that's the biggest utility that L1s, L2s offer. Unfortunately, a lot of these chains don't have that yet, or just growing. So the more they have that, the better. And then second, you could argue is NFTs, NFT marketplaces, stuff like that. Like vast majority of Cardano's volume is based on CNFTs, not so much DeFi, right? So these two offer utility, and the more of these dApps come on board to these chains, the better for these projects. All right, guys, that's it. So talked about Tesla, Elon, the earnings call, what he said about Tesla cars, its future, what he said about Twitter, Bitcoin, right? So there you go. But besides Tesla, hey, a lot of institutions are still buying, still getting interested, still adopting. There's still so much going on and so much that will happen. It's still very early. So stay strong, my friends. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right? Have a good one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.